Hi everyone, welcome to ZyNerd's NEET PG 2022 information series. The All India Mop of choice filling has started. The seat matrix was published yesterday and the choice filling started yesterday, November 1st. There are two major queries that have come up after the choice filling has started. One is on the listed choices in the MCC login. Major query is that why am I seeing choices that are not part of my category, and those seats, am I eligible for those seats? Should I fill in those choices? The second query is, how does conversion work? Let us say there is a seat in a particular category and no one in that category opts for that seat. Will it be converted? When is it converted? Why is it not converted already in the seat matrix? And what is the process of conversion and whether I'll be able to get that choice? Now, these two questions exist. We'll address both these questions. Before we get into it, the first thing that you need to understand is that the mop-up allotment process is not a single cycle process. Usually in a single cycle process, right from rank 1 till the last rank, each ranker's choices are checked for seat availability. After the first ranker's choices are checked and a seat is allotted or not allotted, the second ranker's choices are checked and the seat is allotted or not allotted, and so on till the last ranker's choices. In this process, the first ranker's first choice will obviously be available. And similarly, as we move on, let us say that 15th ranker's first choice is checked for availability. If it is not available, his or her second choice is checked for availability. Whenever the choice of that 15th ranker is available, the system stops the process for the 15th ranker and moves on to the 16th ranker's first choice. So till all your choices are processed and a seat is allotted, or till your last choice is processed and there is no seat availability, the next ranker's first choice will not be processed. So you can be assured that if you don't get a seat in your category of allotments, nobody below you in your particular category will get that particular seat. That can be very you can be assured of. But this is a single cycle process. For each ranker, only once it is checked, and right from rank 1 till the last ranker, the choices are checked. But in mop-up allotment, there is a multi-cycle process, which we will look at as we move forward. In the sense, after the first ranker till the last ranker, choices are allotted. A conversion process happens for the vacant seats, still unallotted seats, which nobody has opted for, or nobody, or if anyone has got a better seat in a particular category, and some category seats are vacant in that particular category after everyone has been allotted, then those seats are converted from those particular categories to another category basis the conversion algorithm, and another iteration starts right from rank 1 till the last rank, considering these converted seats as vacancies. We look at how this happens. First, we look at the choice related confusion. There is a confusion with regards to why many choices are which are belong to my category are appearing in my choice list. First thing that you need to understand is this conversion algorithm from the brochure and how conversion happens. Basically, when during the first iteration, in case there are STPWD seats, we'll take this as an example, and SCPWD seats are not allotted to any candidate. This might be because of two reasons. All the candidates from 1 till the last rank who belong to STPWD or SCPWD may have got better seats. Or there might be a few candidates who did get any seat, but did not opt for those particular seats which end up being vacant. So right from 1 till the last rank after being allotted, if certain STPWD or SCPWD seats are vacant, then it means those STPWD seats are not going to be taken by any STPWD candidates, either because they have got better choices or they did not opt for that choice. So there is what do we do with these seats? These seats will lapse in case they are not going to be allotted to anyone, because STPWD have got better seats or they did not opt for it. So the algorithm says that the process, at the end of the process of the first cycle, STPWD seats get converted to ST seats. Similarly, if there are SCPWD seats vacant, at the end of the first cycle, they get converted to SC seats. Similarly, URPWD to UR and so on as per this algorithm. As far as this is for AAQ seats, you can consider these for AAQ seats. And for deemed seats, NRI or Jain minority or Muslim minority seats get converted to UR. UR is the management quota. So they will get converted to UR. Now, this you need to keep in mind. So at the end of first cycle, these will be converted and they become this set of seats, another category falling under another category. And considering these seats as vacancies, the newly formed category seats as vacancies, another cycle happens right from rank 1 till the last rank, giving the ST candidates an opportunity to get the converted ST-PWD seats. Similarly, after this process, again another conversion can happen. If still an ST seat is left, that can be converted to SC. An SC seat is left, that can be converted to UR. And similarly, finally, all seats ending up at UR. And if no candidate in UR also picks up the seat lapses. So that is how it works. The cycles end and the seat lapse. Now, in this entire process, two things that you need to keep in mind are one, OBC seats are not converted at all. OBC PWD to OBC happens, but OBC to UR doesn't happen. We don't know the reason behind that. But if an OBC seat is not opted for by anyone, usually happens with some non-clinical seats, those seats lapse. Second, ST-PWD gets converted to ST in one cycle, and after that, if no ST candidate opts for it, ST gets converted to SC and then SC to UR. All other categories directly get converted to UR, SC to UR and EWS to UR, but ST gets converted to SC and then SC to UR. So for an ST candidate to be finally converted to UR, and no SC candidate should have opted for it before being converted to UR. Now, let us take a scenario where there are there is an institute ABC. This is the only institute, let us say, is participating in counseling. There are multiple candidates participating in the counseling. There are two MS general surgery seats in that particular institute. One an SCPWD seat, another an ST seat, and another an MD pediatrics. Consider this MD pediatrics OBC seat. Now these three seats are available. Now, first thing that we need to check is how does the choice matrix appear for the choice list appear for each of the candidates. uh, let's say there is an OBC candidate. This is a candidate category is an OBC candidate. For the OBC candidate, among these, what are the choices that should appear in round 2? You would have seen that for an OBC candidate, if these three are the seats in ABC institute, the OBC candidate would have seen an ABC MD pediatrics seat. Similar, those other two categories, the OBC candidate is not eligible for. The OBC candidate will not see any other seats. Similarly, SC, Gen, EWS do not have any seats, so they won't see any seats. ST category candidates won't see any seat other than this MS general surgery seat, which they are eligible for. An SC PWD candidate alone will see the MS general surgery seat. We are not taking that example here. This is in round 2. But we know the conversion algorithm. In mop-up, we know that in case this SCPWD seat is not taken by an SC candidate, SCPWD candidate, that should be converted to SC and then allotted to an SC candidate, correct? So the SC candidate can have an option, may have an option to get the seat in case no SCPWD candidate is opting for that, or all SCPWD candidates get a better seat. Now, in that scenario, the SC candidate, if they don't have an option for this MS general surgery ABC seat, will not be able to pick up that seat, right? So this SC candidate should be provided that option of MS general surgery in institute ABC, so that the choice is filled. In case the choice is available after conversion, they get allotted the seat. Similarly, even after conversion to SC, if no SC candidate takes up the seat, this MS general surgery seat can move on to become an UR seat in the second cycle, basically, in the third cycle, basically. So in that case, a general category seat candidate may be eligible for this UR seat if no SC candidate takes that up. Similarly, an EWS candidate can also avail that seat because all candidates are eligible for UR seats. Every candidate is eligible for UR seats. These two candidates, or in fact, any candidate should be eligible. Even the OBC candidate may pick up this SCPWD or ST seat if it gets converted till the end to UR in the last cycle. So, all these candidates should have this MS generalist surgery choice in their choice list, right? So, what you would see is every SCPH seat will be available. Even if there is no general seat, this general candidate will see that seat. This EWS candidate will see that seat. This ST candidate, SC candidate will see that seat, and the OBC candidate will see that seat, because all of them are eligible for an UR seat if this seat is converted to UR. Now we come to the second ST seat. This is also a general surgery seat. In options, no category is mentioned. So the same general surgery seat is appearing for everyone. Third one is an MD pediatric seat. Now in this MD pediatric seat, which is taken, which is an OBC seat, you know that it's never going to be converted. Even if no OBC candidates take up, this MD pediatric seat is not going to be converted. So this MD pediatric seat will appear only for OBC. There is no point in giving it for other categories because anyways it is not going to be converted. It will lapse in case no OBC candidate takes this. So in choice filling, every candidate, if it is a general candidate, the general candidate will see all general seats plus any seats that belong to any of these categories except OBC. Any seat that belongs to ST, SCP, STPW, all PWD seats, all seats that belong to ST, SC, EWS will be available for UR because ultimately they can be converted to UR if no one opts for it. So this is true for all these category candidates, including PH candidates. Now, for OBC candidates, they will see more seats because they will also see every other category seats and OBC seats which they are eligible for. So this is how why the choice filling list has all seats available for you. Even if a seat does not exist in your category, there is a minor chance that that seat may be converted. And if that is available at your choice list and you have filled that choice, you will be getting that seat. Now, how do I fill my choices? Should I look at whether this seat is available in my category or not and fill? No. Forget the seat matrix category. Forget whatever category is mentioned against the seat in the seat matrix or earlier seat matrix, closing ranks, etc. You fill choices as per your order of preference based on the choice list available in MCC. So that is ultimate. So we will look at how this works during a simulation, using a simulation. Let us say the allotment process starts over here. So we are getting into an allotment process which consists of multiple cycles. We said multiple iterations will be there. One to the last rank will happen multiple times with conversions happening at the end of each cycle. So how does it start with the same set of seats? Now Institute ABC has these three sets of seats. We'll assume that there are a lot of candidates from rank 1 to rank end, let's say 1,20,000 rank. Allotment runs from first rank to last rank. Now all these three seats were part of the allotment. Everybody had filled in the choices. Let us say no candidate from SCPH, basically SCPWD, opted for the MS General Surgery seat, or no candidate gets a, or every candidate got a better seat than whatever seat they had filled. Even if they had filled in this, they got a better seat. So this seat remains unallotted at the end of the first cycle, first iteration of rank 1 to the last rank. Now, this SCPWD seat is vacant now at the end of this iteration. No candidate from ST, let us say, opts for this general surgery seat. Now, because either they got a better seat or they did not opt for the seat at all. Everybody has been given a chance. And so, what is clear? Unless till all SCPWD seats, candidates are allotted seats till the last rank, this conversion doesn't happen. So, we come to the conversion at the end of the iteration, knowing that no ST candidate has opted for the seat or everyone has got better seats and therefore the ST seat is vacant. Similarly, no OBC candidate, let us say, opts for the seat. This is an unlikely scenario, but let us consider that. Now, what happens after the conversion algorithm? At the end of the iteration 1, every seat has to be converted as per this conversion algorithm. How does SCPWD seat get converted? SCPWD seat gets converted to SC. Similarly, an ST vacant seat gets converted to SC. And an OBC seat does not get converted. No OBC candidate opted for it. End of actually that allotment for that OBC seat, it no longer gets allotted. It moves to the stray vacancy. A pediatric seat moving to the same vacancy doesn't happen, but many non-clinical OBC seats may move to the stray vacancy similarly because they don't get converted. Now, moving to a stray vacancy is also meaningless. They lapse actually because no one has already opted for those seats in mop-up. Now, so what has happened now? SCPWD has been converted to SC and ST seat has been converted to SC. Two MS General Surgery seats with converted categories as SC remain vacant at the end of the first iteration. And we move on to the second iteration where you have the vacancies listed. Two converted SC seats are available as vacancies when the second iteration starts. Mop-up is not at over. Mop-up allotment process is not at over. MD pediatric seat is vacant. No point anyways, but still it is vacant. And we move on to the second iteration. These three seats, in addition to other seats, let's say, but are available as vacancies. Rank 1 to last rank is run again. Every choice is run again. Earlier, an SC candidate might not have got this MS and general surgery seat in iteration 1 because no seat was available. Only an SCPWD seat was available. But the candidate filled in the choice very clearly during mop-up because they actually looked at this video and knew the suggestion, or they knew that how conversion is going to happen and did not miss out that choice. So the SC candidate filled in that MS general surgery's choice even though it was part of SCPWD because it was part of the MCC choice list and clearly in order. Now that SC candidate may get an option to get this MS general surgery seat during the second iteration. So let us say the one candidate from SC, any in rank preference, let us say rank 7,000, gets this MS general surgery seat, which is the first MS general surgery seat in ABC, which was not available in earlier iteration. So this gets allotted. The second seat, let us say, is not opted for by any SC candidate. Again, no SC candidate opts for it. MD pediatrics obviously will remain unopted because it's still in OBC. Now, since this seat is allotted, the first one, that is moved out of vacancy and that SC candidate gets that seat. The second seat is unallotted. So at the end of the second iteration, after the last rank, the conversion algorithm comes into place and SC seat is converted to an UR seat, correct? So in the second run, the SC seat is converted to an UR seat and the OBC seats remains the same. And the third iteration starts. Now with how many seats vacant? This SC seat was allotted. So only an UR MS general surgery seat and an OBC MD pediatric seats which is vacant. This is anyways not going to be allotted to anyone because no OBC opted for it. Iteration starts, again runs from rank 1 to last rank with these two seats as vacancies. This MS general surgery seat, UR seat, which is an open category or a general category seat, is available for everyone right from rank 1. Let us say the top ranker filled in Institute ABC general surgery UR, but no seat was available in that category. Then the top ranker will get this MS general surgery seat if that is his topmost available choice. That top ranker may belong to OBC category, EWS category, or any EWS category. That does not matter. The top ranker will get this UR seat. Even irrespective of whether they belong to UR or UWS or OBC category, the top ranker will get this. Top ranker who has the best possible choice as this choice will get this seat in the third iteration. So in the third iteration, let us say someone, an EWS candidate gets this seat and the MD pediatric seat remains not allotted. At the end of the third iteration, UR seat is allotted, OBC seat is unallotted. We know that OBC seats are not going to be converted. So there is no seat which is left to be converted and all seats are allotted. No more conversion algorithm works requirement. And therefore, if only these seats are vacant, no other seats are vacant, then the system stops there. The entire allotment process stops there. And this is when the allotment closes. And post this, the allotment list is published. When the list is published, the MS general surgery seat will be allotted as an SC category seat. The first one that we convert, that was converted during iteration 2, that will be an SC seat because it was converted earlier from SCPWD to SC. So that will be allotted as an SC category seat. Similarly, the second SC seat was allotted as an UR category in the third iteration, right? That will be allotted as an UR category seat to the EWS candidate. Note this clearly, we are bringing in this EWS context just to tell that even EWS OBC candidates will fill in all those choices in the order of preference, irrespective of whichever category the seat belongs to. As long as you have it in your choices, fill in those choices in order of preference. Don't worry about which category the seats belong to. And so this will appear as UR category seat. Now the question remains, now these seats have already been converted. So the first seat is an SC category seat, the second seat is an UR category seat. In case these two candidates don't join after mop-up allotment, these seats will continue to remain as SC because anyways the other choices are going to be processed. The other candidates' choices are going to be processed. They have not filled these seats. That is why the SCPWD candidates did not fill, and that is why it moved to SC, right? So this will continue as SC. No impact for anyone too, because SC, no fresh choice filling in stray round and no addition of candidates in stray round. Because of these two rules, they can as well continue to in SC, and no candidate has a reason to be disadvantaged. Similarly, this UR category seat will also continue as a UR category seat in case these candidates don't join in mop-up and these seats move to stray. This is how the entire allotment process works. So fundamentally, the suggestion is all this for only one suggestion. Forget the seat matrix category. Just look at the choices in MCC. Fill the choices in order of preference. Don't worry about whether that seat belongs to your category or another category. Even if the seat does not exist in your category, you might have an option chance of that seat being converted to your category and being allotted. We have some statistics on this. We will share that as part of in ZyNerd and in the Telegram groups. Not many clinical seats get converted to general category. Very rarely clinical seats get converted. No, last year in the entire process, no clinical seat got converted to general category from another category, from ST, SC, EWS or OBC, STS, SC, or EWS category. The only clinical seats that got converted to general category are Gen PWD unallotted seats, which were a decent number. No, all PWD seats, which clinical seats, which were converted to same category, like OBC PWD to OBC, SC PWD to SC, ST PWD to SC, ST, and EWS PWD to EWS, were taken up by the same category candidates. So beyond that, clinical seats won't move. So this is in spite of all that, we always suggest that look at the choices, forget about the category because it creates confusion. Don't look at the seat matrix at all. Just check if every seat is available in the seat matrix is available in your choice list. That is enough. After that, fill in choices as per your order of preference, irrespective of whichever category you belong to. Don't miss out a choice because it belongs to a different category. Ultimately, if it gets converted, especially non-clinicals and lower end clinicals, if they get converted to your category and you missed out that, it is a miss, and you will lose that option in mop-up. Somebody else who knew the logic and who went ahead with filling that choice below your rank will get that seat. So please fill in all choices that are available in your order of preference. Does not matter what anybody else prefers. Does not matter what your higher ranker fills in. Does not matter what your lower ranker fills in. Fill in the choices in your clear order of preference, irrespective of where they closed, which category they belong to. If a choice is there that you believe that you will for sure join, fill that choice in your order of preference. Thank you for watching. Hope this video was helpful and there's at least some clarity on how the entire process happens. If you still have any queries, please let us know in the comment section. We will be happy to answer that. We also have another video on do's and don'ts of in mop-up. Please do check them and provide us feedback on that as well. We are also sharing information on for candidates who are yet to uh, evaluate their choices and have just now logged in, and if it looks blank for you now, we have a portal ZyNerd.com which has complete information, which is easily accessible, instantly retrievable data with preference orders of last year's based on closing ranks, etc. So you will be all fees, stipend, bond, everything against the seats that you see exactly in MCC. Just have a look at that. You can subscribe to ZyNerd and take that advantage of get maximum information available. If you have any queries, you can ask your colleagues on how useful it was. Thank you for watching. Do share the video with others in case you think it will be helpful.